It's impressive just how much music journalists know these days. Damn, sometimes it's downright spooky. You might have heard of people like Nardwuar creeping the out of rappers like Uzi. But there's one crazy moment between a rapper and a music journalist that's not as popular, and this is not a mistake. I'm talking about the time when DJ Vlad caught Lil Baby on camera by exposing his secret of fighting a white supremacist in jail. No one expected such a curveball, especially not Lil Baby. And his reaction showed us a deeper insight into some of the scars our favorite rappers have to bear. Let's break it down. Lil Baby confesses to fighting in jail. In the world of hip-hop, Atlanta's very own Lil Baby has risen to become one of the hottest artists on the scene. With his gift for crafting rhymes and the influential backing of Coach K's quality control, this rapper has shown himself to be an unstoppable force. At just 25, Lil Baby had already made a name for himself, collaborating with industry heavyweights like Nicki Minaj, the Migos, and Drake. He was on top of his game, even touring overseas in his mid-20s. But with great fame comes its own set of challenges. In 2021, while in France for Fashion Week alongside NBA player James Harden, Jones found himself in legal trouble, arrested in Paris for cannabis possession. However, instead of derailing his career, the controversy only seemed to stoke the flames of interest in Lil Baby. Despite these hurdles, he has continued to rise to the top. As one of the brightest stars in the new generation of rappers, it's no surprise that businessman and media personality DJ Vlad invited him to Vlad TV to share more about his life and journey in the spotlight. During his conversation with the Vlad TV host, Jones opened up about his upbringing in Southwest Atlanta. He revealed, "My mama raised me. Me and my siblings ain't really had no father figure around, just me and my two sisters. We used to be getting put out and all that type of shit. I used to come home from school, we'd be evicted, and all other that type of shit." The rapper then delved into his troubled youth, sharing that he entered a juvenile center at the age of 12 for burglary. Lil Baby also revealed that he was forced to drop out of high school due to constant troublemaking. He chose to embrace a life on the streets, which eventually resulted in a 2-year stint in a Georgia State Penitentiary prison. Lil Baby reflected on this. Down, but they didn't have any gang ties, and any guns they got in there were bought legit. When the search wrapped up, FBI agents were seen carrying out a box full of envelopes and paper. The police referred to it as evidence into a bunch of street gangs, including those Rollin' 60s Cess. Now, speaking about Rondo, the rap up-and-comer who signed with Atlantic Records, he's in deep waters after get with drug and gang raps in Georgia. He was also a suspect in the tragic shooting of King Von, another down in Atlanta last year. According to the indictment, Quando, whose real name is Tyquan Terrell Bowman, charged with 4 counts, including accused of violating the Street, Gang, Terrorism, and Prevention Act for his role as a manager of an illegal street gang known as 60S, operated in Savannah and other areas. He and 18 others are conspiring to distribute marijuana and buy some opioid hydro pills. And he even used a jail phone to set up a drug deal. Prosecutors claimed that rapper Quando Rondo was calling shots, telling his crew back heat when they were riding in the car. The Rollins neighborhood known as Rollin' 60 East, or RSC, a street gang mainly based in Los Angeles, California. They're a subset of the larger Crips gang that in the 1960s, their illegal activities like selling drugs, violence, and turf clashes. They've got to do with violence, even involving innocent folks sometimes. There was a huge mix happened in 1984 that got some football players of Kermit Alexander members killed by mistake. Apparently, someone in the team got the address and led the rest of them to the wrong house. 1988, poor Karen Lima was caught in the crossfire between gang members in Westwood Village. And more recently, in 2020, there was that brawl outside an Atlanta nightclub where rapper King Von got shot by Quando Rondo's buddy Lil Tim. So Rondo got himself locked up on June 16, 23, and they threw a key in the Chatham County Jail with no bond for him. But a week later, the judge decided to cut him a break, slapping a $100,000 bond on him so he could keep hustling working. The judge laid down some rules, though. He had to have a passport, stay away from communicating in any form of significant move by dropping his debut studio album, Harder Than Ever, in May 2018. The record was a joint effort released by Four Pockets Full, Wolfpack Music Group, Quality Control Music, Motown, and Capitol Records, showcased Lil Baby's undeniable talent and featured a star-studded lineup of guest artists. Lil Baby's album was enriched by collaborations with a diverse cast, including Starlito, Drake, Moneybagg Yo, Gunna, Young Thug, Offset, Lil Uzi Vert, and Hoodrich Pablo Juan. The album's production production was equally impressive, thanks to the creative contributions of Southside, Wheezy, Tay Keith, Key Global, and Turbo. The lead single of the album, Southside, made its digital debut on May 8, 2018, accompanied by a visually striking music video directed by Edgar Esteves. The track was produced by Southside, setting the stage for what was to come. But the real chart topper came in the form of the album's second single, Yes Indeed, featuring none other than Drake himself. Released on May 15, 2018, and produced by Wheezy, this track was a hit, solidifying Lil Baby's presence on the hip-hop scene. As for the critics, Harder Than Ever received its fair share of praise. Reviewers from Hip Hop DX, Hot New Hip Hop, and Pitchfork found plenty to appreciate in the album's polished and technically impressive delivery, with Pitchfork's Evan Ritlevsky describing it as efficient and impressive on a technical level. Commercially, the album was no slouch either. It made an explosive debut at number 3 on the US Billboard 200 chart, racking up 71,000 album equivalent units in its first week, a remarkable feat for Lil Baby's debut studio effort. The album maintained its position in the top 10 for weeks, earning platinum certification from the Recording Industry Association of America, RIAA, on February 28, 2020, a testament to its enduring appeal and popularity. In the midst of his musical triumphs, Lil Baby made a smart move by founding his own label, 4 Pockets Full, or 4PF, in 2017. He wasn't just climbing the ladder of success himself, he was creating a path for others too. Rappers like 42 Dugg and Rilo Rodriguez joined the 4PF family, forming a tight-knit crew. Fast forward to 2023, and Lil Baby's label underwent a transformation, getting a fresh name, Glass Window Entertainment, to reflect its evolving identity. In the following years, Lil Baby continued gaining grounds in the music industry. One of the highlights was his collaboration with Gunna on the hit mixtape Drip Harder, released on October 5, 2018. The standout single Drip Too Hard achieved monumental success, earning certifications and Grammy nominations. It peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving that Lil Baby and Gunna were a dynamic duo in the world of rap. The mixtape received positive reviews from critics, with an average score of 76 on Metacritic. Reviewers praised the chemistry between Lil Baby and Gunna, describing it as a refreshing addition to Atlanta's hip-hop scene. However, criticism was directed at the monotonous drum patterns in the production, which grew tiresome. In terms of commercial performance, Drip Harder debuted at number 4 on the US Billboard 200 chart, earning 130,000 album equivalent units in its first week and becoming Lil Baby's second top 10 debut and Gunna's first. The mixtape also garnered significant streaming numbers, making it the most streamed album of its release week. It achieved platinum certification from the RIAA in September 2019 for over 1 million units in the United States. Pitchfork and Stereo Gum hailed Lil Baby and Gunna as the best rap duo in years, likening their chemistry to that of Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan. The duo's melodic style and productive collaboration earned them recognition as rising stars in the hip-hop world, with all the elements aligning in their favor. Lil Baby also made his presence known on television, appearing on Adult Swim's Fish Center Live in September 2018. His journey continued with the release of the mixtape Street Gossip in November 2018, and collaborations with artists like Young Gravy on Alley Oop. But Lil Baby didn't stop at music. He ventured into acting, starring in the 2019 film How High 2. He also teamed up with Future for the single Out the Mud, and joined forces with DaBaby for the hit Baby, featured on Quality Control's album Control the Streets Volume 2. As 2019 drew to a close, Lil Baby released the catchy single Whoa, setting the stage for his second studio album, My Turn. The song Whoa climbed to number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving that Lil Baby's ascent in the music industry was showing no signs of slowing down. Amid all these achievements, Lil Baby even made a notable appearance in YouTuber KSI's track Down Like That, and performed it at KSI's boxing match against Logan Paul. Additionally, he contributed to the soundtrack of the film Queen and Amp Slim with the song Catch the Sun. With every step of his journey, Lil Baby was proving that he wasn't just harder than ever. He was unstoppable, a force to be reckoned with in the world of music and entertainment. History of legal troubles. Lil Baby was undoubtedly successful in the music scene, but even he couldn't stop getting into problems with the law. In July 2021, the rapper found himself in an unexpected situation during his visit to Paris, where he had gone along with NBA star James Harden. Lil Baby was arrested and charged with drug transportation, as reported by CBS. The incident occurred during their attendance at Paris Fashion Week, drawing attention from bystanders and the media. A viral video captured the moment when police officers questioned Harden and another individual, with Harden expressing confusion about the situation. The Paris prosecutor's office clarified that Hardin was neither arrested nor placed in custody. Apparently, Lil Baby and another man were taken into police detention in Paris after being accused of smuggling drugs. Both men were issued a criminal order to pay a fine for drug use, according to the prosecutor's office. Lil Baby shares a close friendship with Hardin. The two were seen together at various Paris Fashion Week events, even attending a Balenciaga event prior to the arrest. Hardin was even credited as a producer on Lil Baby's album, Voice of the Hero. In a January 2021 interview with Billboard, Lil Baby emphasized Hardin's genuine passion for music. He praised Hardin's keen ear for music, which transcended their friendship. On February 7, 2019, a couple of years before the Paris incident, Lil Baby found himself in a bit of a jam when he got arrested for reckless driving in Atlanta. The rapper was pulled over by the police, who weren't too pleased with his driving maneuvers. Law enforcement sources shared that Lil Baby got slapped with several citations, including failure to signal eluding police and reckless driving. What really turned heads, though, was a fan-captured video that showed the Atlanta native pinned down on the ground by a police officer in the middle of a bustling highway. Sirens wailed in the background, and his bright orange Corvette was parked nearby. It was a scene that no one expected. Fortunately, Lil Baby's stay in custody was relatively brief as he made bail. After being released, he wasted no time getting back to his daily routine, hopping into a Porsche shortly. After leaving the Atlanta City Detention Center, he didn't hold back his thoughts either, taking to Instagram to express his frustration with the situation and shout out those who expedited the process. In one Instagram post, he wrote, "The police who be on that shout out to the ones who get you through the process ASAP." In another post on his Instagram stories, he shared his thoughts on the intensity of high-speed chases and the tactics used by the police. Fans were relieved to see him back so quickly. Flash forward to 2023 when rapper YFN Lucci's legal troubles took a new turn. First, reports suggest that Lucci has been offered a plea deal, potentially resulting in a 20-year sentence. His charges include manslaughter, RICO Act violations, street gang terrorism and Prevention Act violations, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during a felony. Lucci's lawyer, Drew Findling, had previously denied his client's involvement in the YSL RICO trial and his willingness to testify. In a parallel development, the state was quite busy building its case against Lucci. They listed numerous witnesses, including Young Thug, Gunna, and Lil Baby. All this stuff was happening because of two big trials, one for YFN Lucci and the other for YSL. These trials are about rival gangs doing bad stuff, like even murder since back in 2015. It's one big legal showdown involving some big names in the music scene. The charges against Young Thug are linked to the murder of Lucci's manager, Donovan Thomas, in 2016. The district attorney alleged that the car used in the murder was rented in Young Thug's name. Additionally, incidents such as the shooting at Lucci's residence and an attack on him in Cobb County Jail are reportedly connected to the YSL gang. If the district attorney manages to secure testimony from these artists against each other, evidence from one trial could potentially be used in the other. It's worth noting that even if someone like Gunna received a plea deal, their Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination would protect them from prosecution, but not necessarily their YSL associates. Fans would remember back in 2022 when they had concerns about a potential legal showdown on the horizon for Lil Baby. The Fulton County District Attorney had made headlines by announcing that Atlanta should brace itself for more high-profile RICO cases before the summer ends. This announcement came about 2 months after the arrest of Young Thug, Gunna, and over 24 associates affiliated with YSL, all on racketeering charges. When questioned about the possibility of more gang-related indictments, DA Fannie T. Willis confirmed that there would indeed be at least 2 more cases during that period. Lil Baby found himself at the center of speculation regarding these upcoming cases, particularly in relation to his 4PF imprint. Responding to the rumors on Twitter, the rapper addressed the situation after revealing his plan to establish an investment group for black millionaires. He tweeted, "We can run the world if we play it right." While many Twitter users expressed interest in his investment venture, one person chose to focus on the rumored criminal charges, cautioning Lil Baby about the looming RICO case. Lil Baby's response was succinct, "Only God can judge me." But that was not all the trouble brewing for the rapper. DJ Akademiks ratcheted up his feud with Lil Baby by threatening to take the dispute to the courtroom should the rapper face legal issues in Atlanta. During a Twitch stream in October 2022, Akademiks said that he was to testify against Lil Baby in court, even pledging to arrive with evidence. He humorously said, "Real talk, I'm showing up to the court with a Walkman." Said Akademiks could could get touched. I'm in fear for my life. Judge, you know what to do. Bond denied. The social media personality then played a soundbite where Lil Baby seemed to be addressing his issues with academics. This shifted the conversation from academics' willingness to testify to his belief that threats were being made against him, potentially warranting legal action. Academics even brought up the name of Fani Willis, the Fulton County District Attorney who oversaw YFN Lucci's arrest, and the RICO indictment under which Young Thug and Gunna were held. He warned, "Don't make me Charleston White, you guys. Fani, this is enough to get a warrant. Grab those computers and iPhones he has." These statements followed academics' earlier revelation that he was mentioned in 2 songs on Lil Baby's album, It's Only Me. The lyrics he referred to were from the track Top Priority, in which Lil Baby raps, "Academics guys think they can't get touched." People started talking in July 2022, saying that the Fulton County District Attorney's Office might be looking at Lil Baby and his 4PF group. Academics made things more interesting by saying in a live stream that Baby could be in trouble with Willis. Later on, he admitted that it was just a guess. Willis would later issue another substantial indictment, with charges filed against 26 suspected members of Drug Rich Gang. According to the 220-count indictment, the gang targeted celebrities like Mariah Carey, Atlanta Falcons star Calvin Ridley, and Future's former partner, Brittany Mealy. The gang allegedly monitored their victims' social media accounts to plan heists based on what they observed. The case against the alleged gang members was built using rap lyrics, music videos, and social media posts to link them to the indictment. Willis made it clear that she would not hesitate to use such evidence, saying, "I think if you decide to admit your crimes over a beat, I'm going to use it." She emphasized that criminals should not expect to confess to crimes in rap lyrics and avoid accountability in her county. The rise of Lil Baby. In October 2022, Lil Baby shared some personal insights into how early success took a toll on his life, pushing him into a dark spot. During an interview on the Experience podcast, the In a Minute rapper spoke about his journey to happiness. He revealed, "There was a long time. I wasn't happy. I had a lot of I was going through. Getting adjusted to this changing. Having to stop being around people I'm used to being around, doing I used to be doing. Like, this is over time, I feel. And I know I can adapt to any environment. So it was just like adapting to my new environment put me in a dark spot for a minute." When asked about the most challenging aspect of this adjustment, Lil Baby explained, "Really starting everything over, all the way down to your thoughts. That can kind of with you. Now you really got to tell yourself you can't think like that no more. That can be a little depressing." Despite feeling happier now, Lil Baby remains grounded by the knowledge that he hasn't achieved all his goals yet. He emphasized, "I see how people can get blurry, and that's because they finally getting everything they wanted. I ain't get everything I wanted yet out this. Now, when I get it, I might go to acting different. But for right now, I ain't got what I want yet." In January 2020, Lil Baby dropped the second single, Some To Prove, from his album. It made a mark, reaching number 16 on the Hot 100 charts. Then came the highly anticipated album named My Turn, which hit the music scene in February 2020. The album stormed to the top, debuting at number 1 on the US Billboard 200. My Turn was a star-studded affair, featuring guest appearances from heavyweights like Gunna, 42 Dugg, Future, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Wayne, Moneybagg Yo, Young Thug, and Rilo Rodriguez. What's truly remarkable is that My Turn boasted a whopping 12 songs that earned a spot on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. This achievement catapulted Lil Baby's career total to 47 songs on the chart, tying him with legends like Prince and Paul McCartney. The success didn't stop there. After the release of the deluxe version of My Turn on May 1st, the album made a triumphant return to the number 1 spot on the Billboard 200. June 2020 marked a pivotal moment when Lil Baby released the powerful political track, The Bigger Picture, amidst the backdrop of the George Floyd protests. The song made waves, debuting at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, marking Lil Baby's highest charting song as a lead artist. But the hits just kept coming. In June 2020, Lil Baby lent his talent to American rapper Lil Mosey's song Back at It, the lead single of Lil Mosey's deluxe edition of Certified Hitmaker. Repaid, featuring 42 Dugg from the deluxe edition of My Turn, climbed into the top 10 of the Hot 100. July 2020 saw Lil Baby featured on Pop Smoke's For the Night from his posthumous debut album, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. The track soared to number 6 on the Hot 100. In September 2020, My Turn achieved a remarkable milestone, becoming the first album of the year to be certified double platinum by the RIAA. The Bigger Picture wasn't just a hit, it earned 2 nominations at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards for Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song. March 2021 was a defining moment when Lil Baby performed The Bigger Picture at the Grammy Awards, receiving mostly positive reviews. The following day, another collaboration with Drake, Wants and Needs, debuted at number 2 on the Hot 100, surpassing his previous peak and debut with The Bigger Picture. June 2021 brought another exciting release, Lil Baby's collaborative studio album with Lil Lil Durk, the voice of the Heroes, which made a grand entrance at number 1 on the Billboard 200. In September 2021, Lil Baby teamed up with Drake once again, this time on the song Girls Want Girls from Drake's 6th studio album, Certified Lover Boy. The song made a splash, debuting and peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. December 2021 saw Lil Baby featured on Roddy Ricch's album Live Life Fast on the track Move to Miami. February 2022 brought yet another thrilling collaboration, Do We Have a Problem, featuring Nicki Minaj, complete with a captivating music video starring the duo. In March 2022, Lil Baby was announced as one of the headliners for J. Cole's Dreamville 2022 Music Festival. Adding to his already impressive resume, Lil Baby became the focus of the documentary film Untrapped, the story of Lil Baby, directed by Karam Gill. The documentary premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival in June 2022 and later landed on Amazon Prime Video in August 2022. April 2022 witnessed Lil Baby dropping the singles In a Minute and Right On, both making waves and peaking at number 14 and 13 respectively on the Billboard Hot 100. In September, he treated fans to the promotional single Detox. October came with the release of Hey, the second single from his eagerly anticipated album It's Only Me. It's Only Me had a solid reception among critics, and the numbers back it up. On Metacritic, which aggregates professional reviews, the album scored an average of 66 out of 100. Clash gave the album an 8/10 rating and praised Lil Baby for solidifying his position in the music scene, acknowledging his journey's trials while celebrating his current success and potential for more. Pitchfork, though, was a bit mixed, with Alphonse Pierre noting that the album lacked the emotional depth that Lil Baby usually brings to his music. AllMusic's review pointed out that Lil Baby stuck to his signature style, but didn't quite capture the same creative fire as in his earlier albums. NME shared a similar sentiment, suggesting that the album fell short of greatness without the extra flair. Rolling Stone had a more positive take, highlighting Lil Baby's technical skills and stylistic uniqueness, especially when he's at his best. In terms of commercial success, It's Only Me debuted at number 1 on the US Billboard 200 chart, with 216,000 album equivalent units sold in its first week. The album also racked up an impressive 288.97 million official streams for its tracks in just 1 week, making it one of the top streamed albums of 2022. This marked Lil Baby's 3rd number 1 album in the United States. Beyond his music career, Lil Baby's personal life has also been in the spotlight. He has a son from a previous relationship with Aisha and a later dated model and entrepreneur Jada Cheeves. Jada even made an appearance in the music video for his song Close Friends. Their love story continued, and on February 18, 2019, Jada gave birth to their son. In May 2021, Lil Baby made a memorable visit to the White House, joining the family of George Floyd on the anniversary of Floyd's murder, marking his commitment to important social issues. For more videos like this, please click a card on your screen.